4ZOY.
Delta, Frank, Northern Nevada, U.S. Good day.
WD1, AJM, Adam, in Rutland City, Vermont. Hello.
Good morning. This is Kilo, Golf 8, Radio, Yankee. This is Jerry, Golf, Echo, Radio, Yankee in Massillon, Ohio.
Yeah, okay, guys, I've got 4 there, and I only got a parcel on 1. So I've got Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, which is Frank, of course. I've got KJ4ZOY, which is Stephen. And the parcel I got was a Whiskey Delta 1, Delta question mark. It could be wrong, the total back end. But definitely a Whiskey Delta 1. I've got the KJ8RRY, Jerry, no problem. Big signal, nice audio. The Whiskey Delta 1 station, could I have your complete call, please?
Good morning. This is Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike, WD1, AJM, Adam in Rutland City, Vermont. Good morning.
Yeah, perfect, Adam. I've got you that time. A little bit of noise on your signal, but that wasn't the problem. I wasn't expecting the floodgates to open there on my first call. But the first caller was, top of the shop, we've got Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Frank. Go ahead, Frank.
Hello, Stuart, and hello to everyone else on the net, and good day to you all. And I was going to remark on the Ohio station's audio as well. Excellent. However you're doing it, it's working great. Coming in here through All-Star, and so I'm on the UHF channel, going to a UHF All-Star node. And the only project that might be in the offing here is the local group is interested in starting to fool around with some old Linksys routers and see if we can make an Arden mesh network. And that seems to, with special software, you can make those old modems do some, or old routers, I should say, do some interesting things. And those old routers will join or drop out of the mesh network as the signals either fade or are non-existent. Seems like it's an interesting project. See if it amounts to anything. That's it from here. Back to Net Control. Good day, everyone. This is W180.
Yeah, W1AD, M0OMT. Yeah, well, good luck with them projects. I think you can buy them ready built, but it's all the more fun doing it yourself. I never thought of that. I never put that on my list, so it is there now. I think they call it Mesh-tastic, and it's taken off very, very well here in the UK. They're popping up everywhere. You don't have to be licensed or anything to use them here in the UK. They're just popping up everywhere, so I haven't played with it myself, but I have read about it and heard about it, so thank you, Frank. Anything else before I move on?
Well, I got very friendly with a wasp yesterday, and it hit me right on my left thumb, and everything is swollen all the way up to the forearm. So I'm taking something for it, but I've never seen swelling quite like that before. I have, it seems like an exaggerated reaction to those kinds of things. Not life-threatening, but it's, I had to take the wedding ring off, and the watch band I had to increase. So it will be an interesting few days. Back to Net Control. This is W180.
Yeah, okay, Frank, no problem. You just weren't quick enough. You couldn't run away fast enough to get away from it. Yeah, the little buggers on. I deliver to the sewage treatment works, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of flies here, there, and everywhere. And they just seem to multiply in clouds and swarm at you. It's horrible. I feel your pain. Right, okay, I'm going to move on down the list. KJ4ZOY, Stephen in Texas. The microphone's all yours.
Stuart, thank you. Good day, everybody. It's good to say hello from this end. I'm assuming Frank has a big bottle of Benadryl he's taking and knows to get an adrenaline shot if he ever gets short of breath. I surely hope that comes out okay. Project. Today, nothing. Next spring, we think we're moving from the townhouse we're in now to renting a detached home. And if that's the case, I can expand my antenna capability. So that'll be project one. And second, I'm toying with the idea of both a microphone and a linear amplifier. But to say that I haven't even started that yet is probably an exaggeration. But that's what I'm looking at. That would all be for HF. So we'll see. I'm still trying to see if I can, Stuart, talk to you on 20 meters. Maybe when the weather gets colder, it'll be an easier thing to do. So that's my reply. And this is KJ4ZOY, and I'm back to net control. Over.
Yeah, KJ4ZOYM0OMT. Okay, Steve. Well, I'll be glad to work you in 48 months from now. It'll be like a phone contract. You'll have walls to paint and all kinds. Big stressful thing to move. How many times have I moved? 1, 2, 4 times I've moved, and it's never unstressful. So I think radios will go on a back burner, but at the moment, 40 meters. Last night, you guys from the States were coming through on 40 meters, absolutely romping through. It was brilliant to hear. But yeah, you'll still be able to work well. You've got your old Echo Link and everything, so you'll not be off the air. And my project this week was putting an antenna up in the garden. It was a struggle at first. I couldn't get it to tune, but I've managed it now, and it seems to be working very well. I'm getting in the way of everybody because I'm occupying a room. But there you go. KJ4ZOYM0OMT.
Well, the new antenna sounds great. I know you've got that new radio. It just stands to reason, though. This is a hobby where you can never spend enough money. Got that, what was the Yaesu 7610, and now the power supply's gone out. It's just not fair sometimes. That's all the traffic I have today, Stu. Again, hello to everybody else. Frank, I hope you're okay. And there are people waiting to come on. So it's time for me to shut up, and this is KJ Kilo Juliet 4 Zulu Oscar Yankee, back to Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango. Over.
Yeah, KJ4ZOYM0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Stephen. Yeah, we'll bring in Adam, because he was a little bit scratchy. So, Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike. Are you still there, Adam? Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike. This is the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network calling.
This is Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike, Adam in Rutland City, Vermont. It's 11:11 Eastern Standard Time on a beautiful day, New England day here in Rutland. I have no problems in the pipe right now, but glad to check in and say hello to everybody. This is WG1 AJM, Adam in Rutland City, Vermont, United States. Hello, everybody, and 7-3.
Yeah, from M0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Martin. Like I say, life does get busy. It was just a quick project for me at the weekend, but yeah, we'll catch you the next time around. And thanks for checking in. I wish you a good week and hopefully hear you checking in again. We'll move on down the list. We've got Kilo Golf 8, Radio Yankee. Jerry, are you still there, sir?
Well, I would say good morning, Stuart, but I'll say good afternoon because I know it's afternoon where you are. And hello, everybody on the net today. This is KG8RRY in Northeast Ohio, where we have fully moved into fall. We had a great summer here. I'm a bike rider, spent most of the summer on the bicycle, and now we have moved into fall, and so we have a lot of fall projects taking place. The big thing here, Stuart, is trying to get the antenna situation in line here. All the problems rectified. You know, we have some clever weather here during the summertime, and it takes a toll on the antenna farm. And so the thought now is to get the antennas shaped up before the snow begins to fly, because that will be the next thing. I put up a squalo. A squalo, don't know if you're familiar with that term, but basically it's a halo or a loop antenna, but it's square. Thus they call it squalo, a square loop or a square halo. And put that up for 6 meters, and I was successful with it. I was able to get it tuned, but I noticed the other night that I had an intermittent SWR problem. So I'm going to take it down here this afternoon, Stuart, and clean it up and tighten everything up and put a new piece of coax on it and see if we can get rid of that problem. And so that's the big project here at KGERI. I would like to say before I pass it back to you, my thoughts are with Frank. I hope he's okay. Make sure you keep your eye on that. My father was very allergic to bee stings, and whenever he would have a bee sting, we would have to take him to the emergency room. And I noticed that is progressive, which is to say the next time you get stung, it will probably be worse than this time. So it's something to keep your eye on, and I say that only from personal experience. But my thoughts are with you, Frank, and I hope that you're well. With that, I'll turn it back over to Net before I time any repeaters out here. So, Stuart, have a good day and be blessed, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for the nice words about the audio. I'm coming through the All-Star Network, and I favor the repeater in Newcastle upon Tyne. So back to Net from KG8RRY.
Yeah, KG8 or YM0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Jerry. Yeah, Frank, get it looked at. If you're worried at all, just get it looked at. I think that's the major concern from everybody. But yeah, Jerry, I mean, the audio is very, very nice. So how are you coming in? Are you on Echolink? What's the secret? Is it the microphone? What radio is it? Is it a Motorola or something? The quality is just totally noticeable.
Well, Stuart, thank you for asking. This is not my radio per se. Here at my house, I'm a Swan radio guy, so all of my radios are old tube radios from the 1960s. That's my passion. I do keep a modern radio because I'm a CW operator, and so I have a Kenwood 590S that I enjoy, and also a nice Icom. But this particular setup is my iPhone, my Apple iPhone, and it goes to through an app called Repeater Phone. I don't know whether you've ever heard of that or not, but it's available in the App Store. And Repeater Phone allows me to connect to the All-Star Network, which allows me to connect to the repeater in Newcastle upon Tyne. So it is an iPhone, just a plain old ordinary iPhone, through an app called Repeater Phone. Back to you, Stuart, from KG8RRY.
Yeah, M0OMT. I've heard of repeater phone. Yes, I have. I haven't used it. I wonder what codecs they're using. Because you've got like ULO, GSM. GSM's like your Echolink. ULO's All-Star. I wonder what codecs they're using. I wonder if you're as geeky as me and know what codec it's using.
Well, now that's pretty much the difference between Jerry and Stuart. You're a smart guy and you tend to know those things, and me, I'm just a consumer, and and I'm more of a tube guy than I am a modern electronics guy. And so honestly, I can't tell you what they use. I know that it's a very effective program. I've used it now for the last 2.5 years. I've used it from the time that it came out. I'm an early adopter. And it seems like I paid a very small amount for it, less than $10, I think, for this particular application. And it just does a fantastic job. I use it here on all the local nets, and some of my friends are across the country, and I can usually talk to them on the radio, but those times when regular propagation is unreliable, it is so nice to be able to turn the tubes off and to be able to get on the modern modes and to be able to reliably communicate no matter what. So can't tell you what the electronics are or what the computer situation is with it, because that just is, it's above my pay grade. And so I'll leave that to the smarter guys like you. Back to you, Stuart, from KG8RRY. And by the way, your call sign, is it Mike 01 Kilo? That's what I'm copying here, and I just wanted to make sure I put you in my book. Back to you, Stuart, from KG8RRY.
From Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango returning to KG8RRY. I know that's not my call sign. That must be the call sign of the bridge that's bridging it for you. But we are talking about projects, and I might download that myself, repeat the phone, and find out what codex it is, because it sounds very, very nice. Of course, the iPhone's got a fantastic camera and a mic on it, so put together with a good program, why wouldn't it sound as good? All the best to you, Jerry. Yeah, you're going to be indoors now. The weather's creeping in. Hang up your stirrups, put together with a good program, why wouldn't it? Hopefully work you on some of them nice radios you mentioned. The 590S, I think you said, and the ICOM. I just got a new one myself, so I'll be playing with that. Okay, I'll disappear. I am going to try that repeater phone rather. I've got it all written down. So, thank you very much, guys. Let's see if there's anybody else waiting in the wings. This is the world. I didn't tell you my call sign. It's Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango. Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango is my call sign. Another call sign you're seeing there, Jerry.
Oh, that's real good, Stuart. Thank you for sharing that. I will put you in my book, and we'll talk to you again here real soon. Best 73 to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you on down the line. So Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango, 73 from Kilo Golf 8, Radio Yankee.
Yeah, from M0. Go again, the other station. I was doubling with you.
Zero.
She was.
Foxtrot.
Yeah, G0LGF. G0LGF, M0OMT. Good afternoon.
I think Stuart there, and everybody else on the channel. I'm a newcomer to this system. I've been on the repeater system for about a month or two, but first time on this net, so a very good evening to everyone this way. Name is Terry, and the QDH is in Norfolk. on the east coast of the UK. And I'm just running a network phone, actually, a network phone on the system here. I was going to ask you that I've got to repeat, I keep getting a lot of deviation pips every time someone says something, especially I'm used to it. Every time you say something, go bip, 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 bip all the time. It's like deviation pips. Unless you're on box control. While you're on box control, I was going to say, is there a repeater on box control, but it can't be because of why. And he's saying with me, there's no jumping you out, but it's almost as if you're on box control. I don't know whether you asked to it, but apart from that, nice to hear everybody on here. So, name is Terry, and the QDH is a village called Sheffield. It's about 18 miles from the city of Norwich in the county of Norfolk. I bet your way there, Stuart, okay?
Yeah, G0LGF, M0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Terry. That shouldn't be dropping out on this one, yeah. My connection is on box. I should have known better. I've come over to a different one, so you shouldn't get too many pips now. Hopefully the audio is alright. I've had to readjust it again. But first time check-in, brilliant, Terry. Nice to have you with us. We're here every week, every Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Our clocks will be moving October 27th, so the back end of this month, but we still stay at 11 o'clock Eastern Time for the guys over there, for all their connections that do drop in, etc., etc. So just be aware of that. It is coming at the end of this month. You've got my wife's birthday before that, so any donations would be nice. G0LGF, have you got any projects? Are you playing around with anything at the minute? Are you a mesh-tastic guy?
LGF for the group. Yeah, I thought perhaps you was box controlled because it was happening on you more than anyone else. But you're still bringing the deviation pips up, like you still got the box open, but not quite so bad. But anyway, being new to the system, I didn't know if a repeater had a box control, but it was not. It was coming out on you more than anybody else is to it. But yeah, I'm just playing about on the radio like you do. My son's bought me his license as well. He's an M6 call. He bought me an ICOM ID52 radio for my 80th birthday in July. It's gone. So I'm QRV on D-Star as well as Fusion. I'm cross-linking into the Fusion network. So I'm on D-Star on 1 Charlie and CQ UK on the Fusion side of it. Do a bit of HF, 80 metres through to 10, and that's basically, and apart from on here, that's basically it. So, thanks for letting me join coming with that there, Stuart. Anyway, nice to hear everybody out here. I bet you're always Stuart. M0OHT in the group, G0LGF in Norfolk, over.
Yeah, G0LGF, M0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Terry. I wonder whereabouts in Norfolk you are, because my job's taking me down that way all the time. Thetford, Bury St Edmunds, Colchester, and places like that. I do all the Anglian water jobs, so I wonder where you're located, Terry.
LGF, yeah, I'm in a village called Shipton, which is spelt weird. It's Sierra, Hotel, India, Papa, Delta, Hotel, Alpha Mike. It's a village called Shipton, and the nearest town centre to me would be East Dereham in one direction, Watton in the other, and about 10 miles from Swapham, and about 20 miles from the city of Norwich, and the postcode is Thetford. Work that one out. And it's the same distance between Thetford and Norwich. How the hell we got a postcode with Norwich? I never know, but that's Norfolk for you. And anyway, it's for the location there, Jerry. Sorry, Stuart. About 20 miles from the city of Norwich in the county of Norfolk, a village of Sheffield. So, anyway, anything else you want to ask me, please ask. Go ahead, there's M008MT in the group. She's so old, yeah?
Yeah, I'm 0OMT. Yeah, they don't give postcodes out lightly down there. I mean, Kings Lynn is a Peterborough postcode, PE. So it gets me very, very confused. He says you're going to Peterborough and end up in Kings Lynn. So there you go. Okay, Terry, this is the net, so I'm going to see if there's any more check-ins. We've had our first round. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a first-time caller. And we're here every Sunday, so hopefully you'll check in with the other guy, Scott or Steve, and we'll have some fun next week. So I'll look forward to hearing you again. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in? This is the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network. I am M0OMT in the northeast of England, listening for calls. QOZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Yankee. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Yankee.
Foxtrot uniform, Colin. We are still in November, northeast. Here you got 2776Y, George 7 Hotel Sierra Yankee, northeast England.
Yeah, okay.
W1SPW.
Right, okay. I think Scott's mobile. So that was a bit of a mess, but I got Kevin, clear as day, the A3KKY. I got 2E0GFL, they're also sounded mobile. And G7HSY and W1SPW, possibly mobile. Was there anybody I missed? Because it was a big crash.
Stu.
Yeah, it's not named that song in 2, you know. Was that you, David? 2E0EQN.
Have you got me? Select Zero Golf Foxtrot uniform.
Yeah, I do, Colin. Are you mobile, first of all?
Sorry, I'm in the shack.
Yeah, okay. Are you mobile, Scott?
W1SPW. Yeah, I am mobile still.
Yeah, okay. We'll take you while you're in a good spot then, if nobody else has any objections. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, good day to you, Stu, and good day to everybody on the net. Just wanted to check in real quick. I am mobile. I should be able to hold a connection, but you never know on some of these country roads that I'm on. So I didn't try to get in. I was getting in and out connection, and I didn't see if you had a question or what you were talking about at all. But if you did, please come back with it.
W1SPW M0OMT with the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Net. It's not a question, it's just, have you got any projects going on at the minute? I'm taking suggestions. Ham clock's meant to be a good one. I'm looking for a good logging program. People that have played All-Star, Pi-Star, Mesh-tastic was mentioned, Square Halos, Moxon antennas, and repeater phone. Are you playing with anything new at the minute, Scott?
No, not really, Stu. I'm still working on setting antennas up and stuff like that at the club station at the high school. But that's about it. Nothing, no new software or anything like that. I just recently, I haven't really had time to. Back to you.
Yeah, M0MT. Well, Jerry came in on repeater phone, and my word, it sounded beautiful. It really did. I think he said he paid a small fee to get it, but it works out absolutely brilliant. Honestly, the audio is brilliant if you're listening. So I might be due an upgrade.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it, Stu. But you're breaking up that time, so I don't know if I'm breaking up or getting back to you. So I'll let you go for now. I'm 73. Thanks for everybody that's checked in. Back to you, Stu.
Yeah, okay, Scott, drive safely, and thanks for everybody else letting us take the mobile station first. If you hear the mobile come on, we will give you priority. But don't just say your mobile and be running around with your hand held in the air. VA3KKYM0MT, go ahead, Kevin.
Well, most of the time, unless I'm in a real hurry, I don't. As long as I'm in here somewhere, it's cool. But then usually, if I'm in a real hurry, I just don't show up. But anyways, yeah. Repeater phone might have potential if it would work for. Well, the blind shell, my phone, uses a flavor of Android. So maybe one day, if it would go universal besides just iPhone, I might try it. That's funny to say, because that would be saying I have a choice then, right? So that would actually be funny to say. But yeah, I'd mess around with it. It has potentiality from what people say about it and from what they do with it. So yeah, I pay for it. I don't have a big problem with that. It seemed like I'm subscribing to a lot of things, $10, $15 here and there. So, I mean, it adds up. I think there has to be rules somewhere in all of that, but I guess we'll discuss it on another day, right? Not today. Well, while something's not available, I probably don't need to discuss it then, so. But anyways, I hope you're doing great, though, Stu. Yep, I've been listening for a while. Heard a good piece of the net. Sounds good. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you. Yeah, the time change isn't a big deal. I'll figure it out. Anyways, back to you.
Yeah, VA3KKYM0MT. Yeah, I know what you're on about. Might just seem like small, £10 a month here, £10 a month there. I can't believe that I'm still paying for my two sons' phone bills, who are 19 and 18. Why they're not paying for their own? Oh, well, it's not a lot. It is a lot. Every month. It's ridiculous. But I'll have a look, see if I can get it on the Android platform. I don't have an iPhone either, Kevin. So I'll have a look, see if you can download it on Android. I'll let you know.
Hey, yeah, well, that is great, Stu. That's great, yeah. And it'll be maybe a project of itself. Hey, just getting me playing with and doodling with one of those phones is already a miracle in itself. That's a project and a half and a half. So there you go. Maybe there's another project aspect of it, and that is, since I'm kind of on a ghetto cell plan, I guess I could say it's like the Obama plan, and people in the projects would appreciate that, for their phone and for their plans. So maybe that's the only way, just a play on words kind of deal, projects. But totally different projects, obviously, right? So it's a real play on words. Okay, I'll let you carry on and let you take the others. I heard it. Yep, I heard it. So I won't get in the way. I know better than to, let's say, play in traffic. So I definitely heard it. So I'll turn it back to you, though, and we'll be listening. VA3KKY. It's how we hear things. So, okay, back to you.
Yeah, M0MT. Yeah, no problem, Kevin. Pleasure to have you on the net again. Most Sundays are here, so thank you very much. Thanks for checking in on my net as well. who's in the chair next week. I'm totally lost because we jumbled up a couple of times, so I'm not sure where we're at. But I'm sure we'll get it right. There'll be someone here to take your call every week, even when the time does change. Okay, we should have 2E0 Golf Fox Lima next waiting. How you doing, Colin? Good afternoon to you. Happy Sunday.
It is me, Golf Fox Lima. I'm not Golf Fox Lima. Yeah, I'm alright. Just waiting to go out. Helen's daughter joins Disney Cruise Lines in a couple of weeks, so we're having a sort of farewell friends get together watch.
Yeah, zero OMT, all very exciting. That'll be it'll be hard work, but I'm sure to get time off, and it'll just be an amazing experience. That a Disney cruise. Oh, my Ben would love that. She's already going on about wanting to go to Disneyland and seeing all of that. So Jalen's got it in the pipeline. We've paid the first payment. Don't say now when she's off school. 2E0 GFU M0OMT.
Yeah, Echo Zero Golf Fox to you from returning. Of course I wouldn't say anything. You know me. You're a friend. Wouldn't do that at all. Anyway, tough. Yeah, I'm alright. As I say, I'm just chilling. Going to get ready in a short while. So I thought I'd get in, turn the radio on and tidy the radio shack up a bit. It's getting a bit cluttered, Roger.
Yeah, M0OMT. It is here as well. It's very, very cluttered, Colin. I'm glad I go away all week. I don't have to sit in the mess. You keep looking, don't you? You say, I must clean that drawer out. I must throw that drawer out. And then you're still forcing things down in it to get it shut. But I know what you're like with little plastic boxes. Have you been playing with anything lately? Pi Star, All-Star, Mesh Nodes, any projects that you're looking to do or succeeded? Ham clock? That's supposed to be lovely on a screen, ham clock.
Really, as you know, I don't get much time to do radio if I'm, working. And then so with the other hobbies like magic and music, you know what I mean? So no, not really. I should do really more. But as you say, you normally catch me when I'm mobile anyway. You can't really play around too much when you're mobile. Or I do with a handy when I'm away. With a handy, I try and program into repeaters. That's probably the only sort of tech side I'd like to get into. Just tuning that radio up, getting used to tuning a radio.
Yeah, from M0OMT. Yeah, well, that's how you get used to the menu system on it, isn't it? Just having it in your hand, pushing buttons, breaking it, resetting it, and starting again. That's normally the format for me, anyway.
Yeah, that's all, Jerry, on that one. Anyway, let you get back to somebody else, and thanks as usual, doing a grand job with this net. It's nice to sort of get some time to jump in, Roger. Back to you, 73.
Yeah, okay, Colin, well, thanks very much for jumping in. Wouldn't be a net if it wasn't for people like yourself in the hobby calling in. So we have G7HSY, Brian. Where you been, Brian? How's it going? Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah, Roger. That's no problem, Stu. I've just been hanging around. I would say, what the weather's been like and what have you, I haven't done very much, I've just been talking to Gary. He's been floating around, no doubt. I haven't heard you talking to Dave for quite some time, but I have heard him on the radio before the roundup, but never mind, how's the new radio setup and what have you, is it what you expected to hear and what have you? Back to you, Stu.
Yeah, G7HSY M0UMT. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I've worked loads of stations this weekend. Me head's just been radio, radio, radio. And I literally came off it 5 minutes before I started the net. So my head is just full of HF noise, so trying to pull call signs out and things, it messes your brain up. But yeah, once you get your filters right and everything, you've got to do it on each of the bands, but it does kind of save it. Oh, honestly, I can hear a pin drop, and everybody I've called I've worked, which is just great. I watched a video back of myself. I worked Oscar Mike Zero Echo Tango today. I watched his live stream back. It's 57 minutes. I was absolutely blasting in over there. Couldn't believe how strong my signal was at the other end.
Sounds okay to me, like, you know. What frequency were you on HF? I was just wondering, like, you know. And what aerial have you getting up for HF, like, by the way, like? Nothing more to report, like, you know. I take it your garden must be getting a bit messed up, like, I suppose, like, you know, saying you haven't been in it for quite some time. Or do you play radio all the time? I wish I could do that, but I got a list a mile long, like a lot of guys on here, you know, especially on a Sunday. Managed to get them all done, bar one. The one that was left was washing the car. I didn't have any heat on it, like, you know. It'll have to be done tomorrow, no doubt. But the night's on half cutting in, as you know. That's about all. Over to you. G7HSY to stand by here.
Yeah, G7HSY M0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Brian. I put a long wire up, end-fed long wire. I didn't do an inverted L this time. I just went horizontal. It goes from the upstairs bedroom window all the way down the garden. Well, I say all the way down the garden. It's not even halfway down the garden. Could have went for a longer one. It'll tune up between 40 meters and 6 meters. If I'd got a longer one, I could probably get top band as well to add to the list. But I bought a brand new antenna because I just wanted everything brand new. It's up there now for the winter. Hopefully it'll survive. The connection at the Ballon end is just crimped, so if it corrodes in there, the wire's going to fall out. It's not massively well built, I wouldn't say, but it's working the stations at the minute, which I'm enjoying. G7HSY M0OMT.
That's Roger, back again. Yeah, that's no bother, like, you know. I'm not, I didn't come in the early stages because I was finishing up a job, like, you know. So I take it Dave hasn't been on, like, you know. I'm very surprised, like, you know. He said, I hear he's down at the local shops, like, fixing a car. His son's car was down there, like, I don't know if it's broken down or something, but he was down there repairing the car. You know, at his age, underneath of the cars, you know, it's getting a bit beyond a joke, like, you know. I don't know, like I say, it must be his son's car because his new car won't be that way inclined if he let me drift. Right, okay, and I'll let somebody get away to call other guys to come in, like, you know. But I'll just stand by and let you. I won't be going away, okay?
Yeah, M0OMT. No, I haven't heard him this week. But he didn't have an angle grinder and a catalytic converter on the other hand, did he?
Well, I've just twigged on what you meant. No. He's got an angle grinder, man, in the back of the car. I noticed last Friday. He's definitely got one of them, but he's got to go around my mates to take all these paving slabs away. He's got about 87 of them already. Not in one car though. He's took about three goes of it, like, you know. He needs more. He needs more to use his angle grinder because he's getting them all for free. And they're very good. They're very good, man. He would be costing an arm and a leg, like, for them, like, you know. But I put him onto one of my mates, you know, and they're dwindling down, like, you know. He's got about 405 there. And he's took about 150 already, like, you know. But never mind. But he's definitely got an angle grinder in his car. What do you?
Yeah, G7HSYM0OMT. I'm just trying to put a little bit of human context into it there. But maybe he's there. Maybe he can give his side of his story. Have I missed anybody on that round of check-ins? I am at the bottom of my list. Did I miss anybody? Q or Z? Well, over the moon that I didn't miss anybody. This is the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network. We do have a Facebook page if you'd like to join the group or the page. We do like to post stuff in there. I have been. I'll let you know when I'm on HF. I'll post in there, see if anybody's about. Create a bit of activity in the group. That'd be nice. Is there any more check-ins, please? This is the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network. I'm M0OMT Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango, and I'm in Newcastle upon Tyne. QRZ, please.
Kilo Charlie 4 Zulu Echo X-Ray KC4 ZEX Charles in Kentucky in the USA.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 4 Zulu Echo X-Ray M0OMT. Hello to you, Charles. Good morning, your side. Good afternoon from the UK.
Yes, doing pretty good. Been a good week. Look like this coming week's going to be nice. Beautiful sunshiny day, not a cloud in the sky. And not much going on around here. I'm hoping I've got a project for this next week. I'm going to try to get up a 10, 12, and 17 meter vertical. Haven't had an antenna up like that in a long time, so that's my project for this coming week.
Yeah, M0OMT. Okay, Charles. Some strange bands there. Some strange bands that you mentioned. Are you a bit of a rag chewer on HF? Do you like a rag chew rather than a 5.9 gun? 17 meters, etc.
I have listened to the 12 and 17 a little bit. They've got some usually the stations on there pretty. They come in pretty good. I'm not much on the quickie, just in and out. I like to actually talk to somebody for a little bit, you know. I used to run quite a bit of 40 meters. A long time ago, I used to run some 6 meters. And I did a little 10 meters way back about 20 years ago for a while. But I haven't been on HF for a good while now.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 4 Zulu X-ray Echo X-ray M0OMT. Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm only just getting back into it, Charles, and it should be good. The forecast for the winter months, 10 meters going to be wide open. It already is. I'm making some great contacts on there. So the sooner you get that antenna up before the bad weather does soak you in, the better. and hopefully I'll work you on them bands. It'll be good to hear you up there. Like I say, I am here in the States. I am working the States. So why not me and you get together on one of the bands? Okay. Anything else from you, Charles? You got any other projects apart from the antenna? Are you playing with anything electronic?
That's about the extent of my project right now. I've got a few other non-ham things going on, but it's been a slow project. I've kind of let the ham stuff lay for a while and haven't really tried very hard, but I want to get a few things up and get things done before it starts getting cold and bad where you can't get outside and do much. That's the main thing I'm interested in. Last Sunday, 10 meters was open. I could listen, but I didn't have anything to talk on, so a lot of the South American long-distance stations, you didn't hardly hear anybody inside the country here, but you could hear the outside stuff coming in loud and clear. So we'll get off there and let you move on. KC4ZEX.
Yeah, KC4ZEX M01T. Thanks for checking in, Charles. You're another one of the regulars, I would like to say, and it's nice to get to know you again here today. So, I'm looking for more check-ins. There needs to be 2 here because we don't want to stop on the unlucky number. So, 2 check-ins, please. It's wishful thinking. But QRZ, this is M0OMT.
Yeah, I just got home, but I'll check in and out, please. AA1PR. Hope everything's well, Stuart.
Yeah, A1. Was that you, Bruce? Go on, finish your call.
It was Stu. It's Mike 0, Uniform Kilo Bravo. See, you got your 2.
Yeah, we don't want any bad luck. Right, sorry. We got you in the log there, Bruce. AA1PR, Mike. I guess you just got in from church, maybe. Nice to have you on the net. Go ahead.
Yes, you guys have a great day. AA1PR.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Have you got time to hang around? Are you playing with anything? I know you're a big DMR guy. Are you playing with any projects at the minute? Ham clock, I'm after a good logging program. If you know anything, if you're using a logging program yourself, that'd be great. Some suggestions, because I'm just getting back on the HF bands. Have you played with Mesh-tastic, repeater phone, Pi-Star? You'll be an expert at with your DMR skills.
I don't know if that was directed to me, Stuart. My daughter was yelling something down the hall, so I missed it. Kids. But I use ham-rated deluxe like everybody else. Dabble a little bit all-star. Pi-Star simple enough. Once you set it up, you don't really have to do much other than update it every few months. So, anyways, let me jump out of here, and I got a bunch of things to do here. So, thanks for letting me check in the net. AA1PR.
Yeah, okay, we'll let you get sorted with the daughter there, and we'll bring in Bruce. Are you in the UK, Bruce, or are you still abroad?
M0 UK being returned. No, I'm still in the UK, Stu, at the moment. For once, I'm planning the next set of trips. They're a bit fluid, if you know what I mean, Stu. They're going to be to North America, but I know one will be Canada. The other could be, well, it could be quite literally anywhere. It might be a straight back from Canada. It might be into the US. I have no idea. We'll see where the pass. I've always been told, as long as you get your passport and a credit card, you can kind of do anything. I suppose these days, mobile phone adds to that list. Passport, mobile phone and credit card, you can kind of get anywhere. And my boss is really good about reimbursing, etc. if I have to change plans, so I can't grumble. So yeah, been playing with some All-Star Knows this afternoon, been programming some bits and pieces up and one thing or other. And I had the radio turned off because I was trying to concentrate, and I thought, I've just finished, I'll try and check into your net. So I made it. Back over to you, Stu. Sounds like you're having fun. From M0, UKB.
Yeah, M0 UKB, Bruce up there in Allendale, M0 OMT. Well, I complain when I'm just poodling around the UK. You're always getting on a plane, so I don't like going down London or travelling much, even though it's my job and I'm supposed to love it. I still moan, but you've got the added stress of the airports checking in, all of that malarkey. I don't know if I could put up with that. And if my wife's got a purse and a credit card and a wallet in her hand, I know I've said something wrong, Bruce.
M0MT from M0 UKB. Yeah, I have to admit, my wife is very good. She's very frugal. I have to admit, checking in and whatnot, it doesn't bother me now too much. I've had a few disasters over the time, things going missing and being late, and I've just learned now you've just got to roll with the punches, if you know what I mean. I tend to get there early if I can, and then I'd rather have a little bit extra time in the airport, and I can sit around and one thing or another. That's the way I do it. I can always play radio. I can always get on like the SIP portal or the handshake hotline style stuff. It is very useful in my line of work. I've been lucky enough to work radio for some weird and wacky places, we say, Stu. Back to you from M0 UKB.
Yeah, M0 OMT. Have you been able to take your handheld on an aeroplane then, Bruce? That'd be nice if you could transmit whilst you were in takeoff mode in Newcastle Airport. I don't know if they'd say anything. Aeronautical mobile, isn't it? Something along them lines. We're allowed to do it now. Have you tried it?
M0 UKB returning. I've never taken a radio with me, and I'll tell you why. Simply because the fear of somebody being a little bit overzealous, shall we say, at an airport, and saying, oh, you can't have that in here, etc., etc., and then you pass the point of no return, and you get it taken off you. That is the bit that does concern. Now, I had a long read about this. I was on an airline where they didn't say you couldn't make voice calls to you, if that makes sense. A lot of them, British Airways, say you can't make voice or video calls because obviously the Wi-Fi on the planes these days for long haul. And they said you can't make it, so fair enough. I was on another airline, which will remain nameless, that didn't say that. So I had the Wi-Fi, and I did work a bit of Echolink at 38,000 feet. I did some reading up, and technically it's not you're not using RF, so therefore you were game on. Was it in the spirit of it? Well, it was communication. It was amateur radio. I gave me call sign. I wasn't quite sure what prefix to use, I have to admit, but it was rather interesting, Stu, as I was flying across the Atlantic at the time. Right, back to you, Stu, from M0 UKB.
Yeah, M0 OMT. You must be getting on better planes than me, Bruce. I've normally got cattle in the back, so they don't give Wi-Fi for the sheep and the cows. Okay, well, stay safe and let me know when you're out of the country again. Keith did a cracking job for you on Wednesday. I got a chance to say hello to him. So your absence was a blessing because I got to chat with Keith for a little while as well. So I'll catch you on your net or on my net or in between. M0 UKB, M0 OMT.
M0 UKB returning for a final. Yeah, no problem at all. Hey, I didn't say it was free Wi-Fi, Stu. It's expensive. It's expensive, and it's not very good, shall we say. But yes, and Keith did do a rather good job, so I was rather pleased with him. He bailed us out. I was busy with the daughter. We were down at Newcastle College looking at options for sixth form, etc., and one thing or another. So I couldn't do two things at once. So it was a grand job. Right, no problem at all. I'll let you crack on. There'll be loads of people wanting to talk to you, so on you go. Right, no problem. 7-3 Stu from M0 UKB. Back to net control.
Yeah, M0 OMT for the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network. Thank you very much, Bruce, from the Extended Freedom Network there. And everybody else that connects in. It is our pleasure to hear you and check in via those links. So thanks very much, guys, for being there. Do we have any more? We have gone past the hour, but I'm willing to take a few more. QRZ, this is Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango in the northeast of England. QRZ.
2 Echo 0 Echo Victor Papa 2E0 EVP.
Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Papa X-Ray. Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Papa X-Ray.
Yeah, M0 OMT, thanks very much, guys. I've got 2E0 EVP and Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Papa X-Ray. We'll go over to Martin. How you doing, Martin? Happy Sunday to yourself.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, good afternoon, Stuart, and everybody else that's listening on the net today. So I'm broadcasting the net via Facebook and everywhere else I post it to, on YouTube as well. So not checked in for a couple of weeks. I'm been quite busy looking after my wife there, Stuart. She's still ill with her back, and so I'm the carer for my wife at the moment while she's at home there, and so on, and also being busy with the Discord and a few other things as well, and doing my videos as well every day. So there you go. Anyway, I trust you well, sure. I saw on the Limpool, is it that Limpool app? I looked on the map, and it said you was in Gainsborough for some no reason, in Lincolnshire. When I looked at it this morning over, your son got over from 2E0 EVP.
Yeah, 2E0 EVP, M0 OMT. That must have been the last place I switched it on and off, that app. But sorry to hear about your wife poorly with her back. There's nothing worse, is there? Nothing worse. You just can't get comfortable. Everything's rubbing against itself. I think you've been busy, though. Am I right in thinking you've put an RF gateway on?
Roger, I've always had the RF gateway, Stuart. It doesn't run through an antenna. I just use it for myself. It runs through a dummy load, so only goes through the shack. That's all. So I'm talking off a TYT handheld with you. But no, it's not. I don't have it, as you know, before I used to have it in Sheffield. But at the moment, it's just running off a dummy load. I am considering putting one back up again. I've got a few antennas, a couple of 2 meter 70 cents antennas. As you know, I had the big argument with the RSGB about my last gateway with these NOVs you've got to do all the time, and telling me they had to have insurance. And anyway, Ofcom told me I can put it back up whenever you want, sort of thing. But I never did. But I am
when I get round to it, Stuart, I keep on saying I'm going to sort my antennas out, but I never get round to it. I'm always busy doing something else, but it's something that I probably would do a bit later on, over, and it's starting to chuck it down with rain here, over.
Yeah, M0MT. Yeah, if you can't get far from the house, if you're looking after the wife, then get them antennas sorted. Okay, we did have another station, so Martin, thanks for checking in. Always a pleasure, and I'll catch you through the week, no doubt. And keep up the good work with the WWARG and the conference server and the Discord and everything else you throw in there. And we do appreciate your connections as well, Martin. I'm going to move down the list. KB3, Golf Papa X-Ray M0OMT. You still by the frequency?
Good day, Stuart, and everybody on the net here. Kilo Bravo 3, Golf Papa X-Ray, coming in on the WWARG Discord server. And very nice morning setting up here in south central Pennsylvania, about 19 degrees centigrade. Nice sunshine, so I might do a little work outside the garden here. And need to do a little house cleaning as well. I think that's going to be on the order for today. And if we get some time, certainly listen to the radio and do some playing around with it as well. Good to hear Martin in there, 2E0 EVP. He's probably on the same channel here, I think, through a Discord. So, yeah, fine business, and everyone's sounding pretty good on the system on this nice Sunday day here, at least for me anyway. Back over to you, Stuart, KB3 GPX.
Yeah, M0OMT. Well, it's nice and sunny here as well, so it must just be raining on the naughty ones. That's all I can say. The name avoids me. I've worked you loads of times. I just can't put a name to the call. Just for everybody else's benefit and all, if they're writing things down. KB3 Golf Papa X-Ray.
Yeah, fine business there, Stuart. Well, if you're talking about the WWARG Discord server, if you have Discord, I'm sure it could come up in a search. There is a Facebook group as well. Martin would have probably a better knowledge of the link for that, but I suspect you could probably search for that through Facebook as well. So I think that was what the question was for me there. Back to you.
Yeah, M0OMT. The Discord does...
The alpha on the side.
Yeah, just want standby. Yeah, KB3 Golf Papa X-Ray. I was after your name. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Oh, sorry about that, Stuart. No worries. Name here is Mike, phonetically Mike India Kilo Echo. Mike in India Kilo Echo. QSL?
Yeah, I thought it was, but I just wasn't 100% sure. Okay, Mike, like I say, the Discord Martin does, it's very solid. It's good audio, and it doesn't seem to drop out, so there we go. We had an unusual, peculiar call sign come in there with you, Mike, so let me see if I can pull him out before he disappears. Was there another caller, please? QRZ, Mike 0 Oscar Mike Tango.
Mike 0, Oscar Mike Tango, Victor Papa 8, Whiskey Alpha. Copy?
Yeah, Victor Papa 8, Whiskey Alpha, Mike Zero, Oscar, Mike Tango. The name here is Stu, Sierra Tango Uniform. I wonder what the name is your side. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango, Victor Papa 8, Whiskey Alpha. The name is Bobby Bravo Oscar Bravo Yankee, and work here on a very large sheep farm in the Falkland Islands. Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango, VP8WA. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. VP8, Whiskey Alpha, Bobby in the Falklands. I wonder what it's like living there. I wonder if it feels a bit surreal. I've never been to the Falkland Islands. What's it like living over there, Bobby? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango in the group, VP8 Whiskey Alpha. Divine Stu. Oh yeah, it's home for me. Born and bred here. My family emigrated here in 1849, so we've been here quite a number of generations. I've been a licensed ham since 1981. With a small break when we owned our own farm. We didn't have much time for radio, so but that's it really. Currently work as the manager on a 106,000 acre sheep farm. We run 20,000 sheep. We're into spring, just starting to round up the first lot of sheep for the sheep shearing team to come in and sort out. Mike Zero, Ocean Mike Tango, VP8WA.
Yeah, Victor Papa 8, Whiskey Alpha M0OMT. Well, that's not a home. That's a legacy. That's amazing that it's been in your family for so long. And you're at the threshold now where you're looking after it and passing it on, I would imagine. That sounds a nice plot of land. We do have a question for today. Are you playing around with any projects? Have you played with any projects that you'd like to hand down to anybody? I'm looking for a good logging program for HF. Have you played with Ham Clock, All-Star, Mesh-tastic, repeater phones, Halos, Moxons? Have you got anything in the pipeline you've got to play with? Or anything you could suggest anybody tries, Bobby? Go ahead.
Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango, VP8WA. You're fine, Stuart. No, I'm not playing with anything new. That's for myself. I did spend the last couple of weeks setting up and using some monitoring equipment for a university in the United States who were monitoring radio signals during the eclipse. But that's all over now. I've done that, and gear's all packed up, ready to go back to them. For myself, all my antennas are pretty much okay. I do mostly HF. I run the Yaesu FT-DX10 with an ACOM 1500 into a hex beam built up there in Wales. That's the main working conditions here. The XYL also does a bit of digital mode. She also uses an FT-DX10. And we do have a triplexer where we can both operate into the hex beam at the same time. So we've got quite a tidy setup here, and I'm very active on the ham bands. Running here on obviously on Echolink. Just recently set it up on the PC. So very new to Echolink and how that works, Stu. Mike Zero, Ocean Mike Tango, VP8WA.
Yeah, Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango returning. Very good, Bobby. That sounds an impressive antenna, and you can both operate it at the same time. Yeah, sounds like you've spent a few shillings on that one. That would be nice. I'm just getting back into HF. I've got its sister radio. I've got the FT710. No, nothing fantastic as yourself. Just a long wire, 40 through to 6, or what is it? It's 10 meters long. Yeah, 10 meters long into a 9-1 balance. So nothing exciting antenna-wise, not as good as yours. And with your earcom there, I'm sure I'll be able to hear you. That'd be great to get you in the log up there, Bobby. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango, BB8WA. Yeah, no, it would be great to work into the UK quite a lot of digital modes and SSP. So I'm always there. Usually in the centre of a massive pile-up. Once we get on SSP, that's for sure. I also have a 710. I have a 710 here in the shack, but it's I brought it home for the monitoring stuff I was doing. It's usually based in our Stanley, in our city QDH. Down there, I usually leave that radio down there for when we visit the city. And down there, I have the portable Hexbit, which also seems to do a very good job. And a DX Commander, a homebrew DX Commander for 40 and 30 down in the city as well. So yeah, we try to keep radio wherever we are. I have an ICOM 7100 and with using it with an ATAS 120. Obviously not with the tuning box for the ICOM. That's what I have in the car. So you know, we get out and about most places we go to. Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango. Perhaps you pass it around the group. BB8WA.
Yeah, VV8WAM0OMT. Yeah, I would love to do that. I will close out the net, and if anybody wants to chat amongst yourselves, that's fine. So I'll just make sure there's nobody else wants to check in, Bobby, and then I'll leave the frequency for everybody to have a try themselves. So do we have any last call for the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network? Anybody wishing to check in? No, nothing heard. Yeah, well, most of us struggle with one station and trying to get it right. It sounds like you've got your hands full there, Bobby. Loads of different stations in various places. But good luck to you. Thanks for checking in. You did stumble across the Worldwide Ragchew Amateur Radio Network. We're here every week, holding a net. Starts at 11 Eastern Time, 4 o'clock in the UK. So, okay, again, last call. Any other callers before I close out the net? No, well, I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you very much for calling in, everybody that contributed to this week's net. It's been a pleasure to hear your calls. So all the best. I'll return all the repeaters, gateways and links back to normal use. 7-3s, have a great weekend, guys and girls and SWLs. 7-3, M0OMT.